record. All right. Now, today is our last official day before the end of the summer break. But learning continues even during the summer break, right?
Yes.
And those who've been with me before, you know, I used to give you a summer packet. Good news, you're not getting a packet, but you are getting work in segments. So here's the plan. The last worksheet we did in the task math was worksheet number 9. So we will continue with worksheet number 10. I will be sending you worksheets with 15 problems each, and you will try them, hopefully. Text me answers or email me answers. I will text or email you back with the results, and I will post explanation of all the problems on YouTube. Now, let me ask you, do you think with that we'll need an additional session like we're doing now? I'd like to hear from everybody. Alva, what do you think?
I would be comfortable if you'd send it and then I do the do it and send it to you.
Okay, what about you, Maureen? Maureen? Maureen, are you on? Vanessa, what do you think?
Miss Barbara, that's a very wise idea of sending the notes, getting it done, and then send it to you. But there's a but for me. Why? Because sometimes we need the interaction, the actual person. We need the interaction.
I get it. Yes. Okay. So Maureen, what do you think? Maureen's not on. So you think we should schedule a Zoom session like the one we have now to go over any concerns you may have with the worksheet that you are doing. Correct, Vanessa?
Yes, Miss Barbara.
Okay. All right. That could be arranged. That could be arranged. But because I will give you actually two kinds of problems. Some will be multiple choice and some will be just put it in answer. Okay. But it's a learning tool, and I don't expect you to get them all correct, but there's some I expect everybody to get correct. And those would definitely be some, like Vanessa says, where we would need that interaction. Okay,
yes.
so that's the plan. Your next worksheet will be number 10. We finished up number 9. And I will be sending that to you at the end of this session. All the worksheets will have 15 problems. Okay. And as we finish one and go through it, then we go to the next one. No packet of several, like 60 problems, whatever. Just be 15-minute, I'm sorry, 15 problem segments.
Are you gonna put it on the email?
Yes, I will be emailing to you.
Okay.
Those who need the hard copy, Maureen, do you need the hard copy or you can print?
You can send me hard copy.
Okay, so I can mail you, post the mail. So Maureen needs hard copy.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
If you send it on the email, it's fine with me.
Okay, so I can send Maureen a paper copy, and somebody else needs paper copy.
But I had told you it was coming back because my son had called me because he's filling out some papers to me, right?
Yes.
So I see 4 away, so I didn't want to talk here, but I told you it was coming back, but I know he didn't hear me.
Yeah, but I've asked the question, Maureen, that my plan is to send you the worksheets. You try to do them, send me back answers either via text or email. And I will then put an explanation of the problems on the YouTube. Now, do you think along with that, we need a session like we have now where we can interact and you can ask questions? What do you think, Maureen?
It's okay with me, but it's up to the others.
No, I know, but I'm trying to get everybody's opinion. I've gotten everybody's opinion but yours.
It's okay with me.
Okay, what's okay?
The session that you're speaking of.
Oh, you mean like the session we're on now along with the YouTube?
No.
So the,
I usually go see them on YouTube anyhow.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. So
It's come up on my phone all the time. This one that you doing with me and the one and the college prep,
yes.
it do come on my phone. Yeah. Sometimes I listening and all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't like an occasional interactive like we're having now during the summer break? Is that what
You
you're
mean
saying?
like speaking together?
Yes, where you can ask questions.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, and that's what Vanessa said. She needs
Yeah.
that interaction where you can ask
Yeah.
questions. Okay, so I'll speak to Ms. Beckles about scheduling some sessions during the summer where we can go over any concerns you may have about the problems that may not have been answered well enough on the YouTube. Or maybe you just didn't understand it. You need some other, input. Okay, so that's what
Yeah.
we'll do.
I think
Yes,
Barbara Chass just came on, so maybe we can ask her as well. I
Chastity
don't know if
on
she's
mute.
going to respond.
She's on mute. She may be traveling or something. Chastity.
Hi, good afternoon, guys.
Hello, yes. I was just going over the plan. I said we're starting our summer break. Today is our official end day until the summer break is over. But I was saying learning continues. And my plan is to continue the worksheets. Our next one is number 10 for the task math. You will try to do them, text me back answers. Somebody's got talking in the background. You need to mute yourself. Okay. And you send me back answers either via email or text, and I will check them, send you back results, and I will post explanations on YouTube.
Awesome.
Now,
Yes.
Chastity, do you think that's sufficient, or do you think we still need this interactive session like we're doing now? Not on the same schedule, but some scheduled. What do you think?
I like to interact also. I
Okay.
mean, it's whatever is go with you, whatever is okay
Yeah,
with you.
well, yeah, that's Vanessa said that too, and Maureen. Okay, so we'll talk to Ms. Beckles about scheduling or session such as this during the summer
Yes,
to answer any concerns you may have on some of the problems. Okay. All
I'm
right.
good with it.
All right. So let's continue. We had, let's see, let me share my screen. I think we had 2 problems left. Yeah, we had 2 problems left. Does everybody see this? 11 and 12. This is translating phrases to algebraic expressions. 11 and 12. We had those 2 left. We didn't do those. Did anybody finish 11?
Oh, no, Miss Barbara, I did not.
Maureen, did you
I
finish
like
11?
Me
Miss
neither.
Barbara.
Well, it says what? Alex has C chocolates and D drinks. Molly has 4 fewer chocolates than Alex, but twice as many drinks. Now, you're to write an expression for Molly's snacks. So, what's the expression for Molly's chocolates and drinks? What would I write here, Maureen? We got you started here. I said 4
Yeah.
fewer, so that's C
Yeah.
minus 4. That's a
And then
subtraction, right?
okay.
Twice as many is a multiplication, 2D. So how do I translate C minus 4 and 2D to an algebraic expression? What would that look like? What does and mean?
And
Yes. That means you combine them, right? And if you combine them, that means you add. So what would I write, Maureen?
Miley.
What would I write?
Miley.
No,
Right?
I gave you what the expressions are.
Yeah.
All right.
But that before
So what would I write?
and 2, 4. Miley 4.
No, Molly has 4 fewer. That's C minus 4. Right?
Mhm.
Okay. Let me just put it in words. Molly has chocolates and drinks.
Mhm.
Okay, she has both of these. So how many chocolates does she have? We have it right here, right?
4.
No. She has 4 fewer than Alex.
Mhm.
Alex has C.
So,
What's
yeah.
4 fewer than C? 4 subtracted from C, right?
It's C. It's C.
C is Alex. C is Alex. 4 fewer is Molly's. So we're looking at Molly's chocolates and drinks.
So Miley would be C.
C, okay. Keep going.
Fewer than 4, right?
Yes, we already said C minus 4. That's fewer than 4.
Yeah.
So what would I write? C what?
Minus 4 and 2 is 6.
That's right, minus 4. And that takes care of Molly's chocolates, right? Because Alex is C and she has 4 fewer. So that would be C minus 4, and I'll put that in parentheses. And what else does she have?
And 2 drinks.
So how would I write? No, she has twice as many drinks.
Twice as many. Yeah.
And the drinks are D. So what would I write here? What would be my next thing I would write?
Okay. Plus.
That's it. Very good. Plus what? What are the drinks?
2D.
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 That's it. Excellent. That's it. That's it. So the expression for Molly's snacks would be her chocolates and her drinks. Her chocolates is 4 fewer than Alex, so that would be 4 from C. Her drinks would be twice as many, and that's 2D. So that would be the answer, C minus 4 plus 2D. That's it. Questions?
Wow.
Questions on number
That's
11.
funny.
Maureen, you thought it was more difficult, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember when we left off before, I gave you what Molly's chocolate was. 4 fewer. This right here. You see 4 fewer. That means subtract, right? That means subtract the 4 from Alex, which is C. Twice as many drinks, that's a multiplication, right? Twice as many drinks, that's a multiplication. So we multiply, twice means 2, drinks symbol is D, so that's how we got the 2D. And the and means you combine them, and that's an add, chocolates plus drinks.
I see.
Questions on 11?
No.
Alva, question?
I'm listening, Miss Barber. I'm listening how you do it.
Do you understand how we translated the chocolates and how we translated the drinks?
Yes.
Yes, we had to take what the expression they gave us 4 fewer than Alex, but they told us we used the C to represent Alex chocolate. So 4 fewer is 4 subtracted from C.
From C.
That's right. And then twice as many is a multiplication, right?
Yes.
Twice means 2, so that means 2 times as many. And the drinks variable is D. So that would be
Yes.
2D. And the expression for all of her snacks, which includes the chocolates and the drinks, would be chocolates, C minus 4, plus the drinks, 2 times D. Questions?
No, I'll go over it. So,
Oh,
so the answer would be
C minus 4 for the chocolates, plus 2 times D for the drinks. That's the answer.
okay.
Okay. Did anybody do number 12? Vanessa, you did number 12?
No, Miss Barbara.
Maureen, you did number 12?
I did number 12, but I don't forget it right.
What did you get?
I put 5,
What is the number?
5 more than
No,
twice
what
a
is, if you
number.
did it, you know what the number is. The question is, what is the number? What is the number?
I get -2, but I don't know.
No,
Probably
it's
do me
not
wrong.
-2.
Is more than.
Okay,
Right.
5 more than
okay, I
twice
want
a
to give
number.
you a couple of minutes to try this, all right? Now, let me just tell you, just let n equal number. Okay, so now I want you to substitute in. So
Holy sweet.
you're gonna write out the expression for 5 more than twice a number. What does more than mean, Vanessa?
And
Vanessa, what does more than?
More than means to add.
That's right. Excellent. Means to add. What does twice a number mean? What operation?
Multiply.
Multiply. So that means you can write this expression. 3 times means what?
3 times means to
multiply.
multiply.
Multiply, right. That means multiply. And difference mean what, Maureen?
Subtract.
Subtract. So that's subtract. So now you know what you have to do. Now put it together. And when it says is means what? What does is mean?
It's a total.
Oh, okay.
Is means equal. Remember?
Yeah.
So you're saying 5 more than twice a number equal 3 times the difference of that number and 2. What is the number? So let's start with the 5 more than twice a number. Alba, how would I write 5 more than twice a number? The number is n. First, just tell me, how do I write twice a number?
Okay, the number is n, and you're gonna write twice
that number n. How would I write that?
Okay, let's M stand for the number. Okay, so what is? Okay, so you're gonna write n.
Twice means what?
Twice mean 2 times n.
That's it. So 2n. So you got twice a number.
Yes.
Right. That's twice a number. How would I write? How would I write 5 more than that 2n? What would I write? Alba, 5 more than this 2n.
You'd have to write the 5.
What does more than mean?
More than is hard.
That's right. So what would I write? That means that I add the 5. So tell me what to write. 2n what?
2n plus.
Okay. And what?
Plus 5.
That's it. That's it. You got that part. Excellent. Now, Alva gave you 5 more than twice a number, right? Twice a number is 2 times n, multiplication. 5 more, and Alva said to add. So 2n plus 5. Now Alva got you a good start. It is equal. So let's put the equal. Okay. Now Alva got your start. Alva, you want to continue? Or want somebody else to give the rest of it?
Someone else try.
Okay.
So-
All right,
so
Vanessa. Okay, Maureen.
Twice the number is
Is the equal.
3 times, which is 3x.
No. N is the number.
And
Okay.
Maureen.
5 more than twice a number is, okay.
So you're saying, okay, 3.
2 and
3.
equals,
How would I write the difference of that number and 2, Maureen?
3x minus 2.
No X here. N is the
N.
number.
3n,
What?
3x. No, 3n.
Nope. 3 what?
3n.
How would I write the difference of the number and 2?
Minus,
How would I write the difference of the number, which is N, and 2? Now this is saying 3 times the difference. So we've got 3 and parentheses, because this is saying 3 times. So Maureen, how do I write the difference of that number and 2?
minus 2,
What minus 2?
n.
Okay, so the number is N and minus 2. Very good. Okay, so you've got your equation. 5 more than twice a number. That's what you have on the left side. 5 added to 2 times the number is equal. 3 times that 3 goes in the front because it's the 3 times a difference. So you have to put 3 and then in parentheses, the difference of the number and 2, which is 2 subtracted from the number. Everybody clear on the expression?
Yes. So you put the
Yes, Miss Bob.
Okay, now I want you to take this and solve for n.
Need a pencil.
Chastity, you have a question?
No, I'm sorry. By the way, yeah, I need I don't have the expressions. I know you mentioned it that you sent it, but I don't have it.
I sent something to you, Chastity, with emails, and I found later they bounced back. Did you change your email?
No, I've been checking, but I didn't find it. You know, like the name of the subject of the email.
Yeah, this was from I sent this last Monday.
You know the subject, so I can find it faster.
Well,
You know when you send
yeah, I know, but you can check.
Let me go. Let me look for it
Check the
again.
dates. I
I'm
sent
gonna check
it
again.
a week ago.
Was okay. Let me check
So today
again.
is the 14th. I sent it on the 7th.
All right, the 7th. Okay, that's what I need. Thank you.
Okay. But I know I sent you something and I kept changing. You got like 3 different emails and finally one worked.
No, that was only one time, and actually, I have another one that I told you that you had to resend it in a different format, I
Yeah.
guess. Let me
Well,
see. Let me check again.
okay. All right. Now, solve for n. Alva, what would be the first thing you would do with this equation to solve for n? What would you do first? Remember PEMDAS. What would you do first, Alva? We want to solve for n. What would you do first?
You
okay,
want the
after,
parentheses first?
Alva, what would you do first?
you'd have to multiply the 3n.
Yeah, you've got to, this is a parenthesis, so you got to multiply 3 times what is in parentheses. So
Yes.
let's just do that, because PEMDAS says parentheses you do first, right?
Yes. So it's you would have to multiply 3n, which is 3 times n.
Okay, so that would be 3 times n, which is just 3n, and what else?
And
What's
also you multiply the 3 with the 2.
with the -2, and what would that give you?
3 times 2,
Uh,
which is 6.
No, that's a -2.
A minus 2, yes.
So what is 3
times
times a -2? What would that be equal to?
It would be a -6.
Right, very good. Okay. All right. So now what do we do?
We
What do we do next?
n plus 5 equals.
Now we need to get our n's together and our constants together, the numbers, right?
Yes, so
How would we do that, Alba?
okay. You'd have to subtract the n from the 2, both sides.
I would have to subtract 1.
The n,
The
both
2,
sides.
you mean the 2n?
Yes.
Subtract, okay, 2n, subtract, not subtract. Okay, subtract 2n from both sides. Okay, now, all right, and let's just do that. Let's just take this and subtract our 2n. I'll rewrite this expression, well, actually this equation, and then do our subtraction. And that's -2n on the left side. -2n and -2n on the right side. What do I get left on the left side, Alba? What's
2
left?
from, okay, 2 from 5. 0.
Well,
No.
that's right.
2.
2n and -2n is 0. So I'm left with what number?
You're left with 3n.
No,
You're
the
left
end.
with,
no, the n's are gone. The 2 n's are
yes.
gone, right? Because
Yes.
a 2n, a +2 and a -2n is 0. So what I have left on the left side is just a 5, right?
Yes.
Just the 5 is left. +5, same as a 5. So that's out. Okay, Apple. What do I have left on the right side?
You have 3. No?
What do you have? What's 3n minus 2n?
3n minus 2n. That's 1.
1n, right? Because 2
Yes.
from 3 is 1. So this is just 1n, which we could just say n, but I'll put 1n. Okay. All right. Now, this is what I have. Now, what do I do next, Alba?
Okay, 1 hand.
I still need to get my numbers together, right?
Yes.
So how do I get my 6 on the left side?
Okay, you'd have to put it on. You'd have to put the 6 on both
No,
sides.
don't tell me put the. Alba, you know
You're
that's
talking
not.
maths, Miss
We gotta
Barbara.
talk math here. You're right. You add, subtract, multiply, divide. What do I do, Alba? Give me one of those.
Okay, so we did the.
Well, if you're
subtraction
doing
already.
a subtraction and you want to get the 6 over on this side, what do you do, Alba? What's the opposite of subtraction?
The opposite of subtraction is plus.
That's right, adding. So
Yes.
then what you will do is add 6 to
The 5.
both sides.
Both sides, yes.
All right. So we'll just add 6 to both sides. And I'll just do this kind of out of order, but that's okay. Okay, plus 6. And on the left side, plus 6. And I have left 1 in because minus 6 plus 6 is 0, right?
Yes.
Now, let me just switch the sides here. I'll put the 1 in because the plus 6 minus 6 goes to 0. And what's 5 plus 6, Alba?
5 plus 6 is 11.
That's right. That's your answer.
Okay.
That's the answer. So answer
11.
in
Equal 11.
equal 11, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't have to put the 1. The 1 is like a default. So then it says, what is the number? The number is 11. Any questions on number 12?
This is did you send this on the phone, Miss Barbara? I can't recall.
No,
Number 12. Oh,
I emailed it, but I don't know if you got this, Alba, because you weren't on the session.
no, I don't think I have this one. That's why I look.
Yeah, I probably sent it to Michelle, but maybe I didn't send it to you.
Well, I saw you send extramental with the chart, the graph.
Okay, all right.
So I was trying to work on that one.
Okay,
So
so
that is just for our next homework.
which one?
Extramental with the
Yeah, maybe correct then, Alba wasn't here.
oh, okay.
You wasn't
Oh.
here, Debbie was.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she
All right.
wasn't here. Okay,
Okay.
so something like this, you do it. You translate
Yes.
the phrase to the algebra.
Yeah.
5 more than twice a number. We did that first. Alba, you did that. Add
Yes.
5 to 2 times the number. Then it says 3 times the difference. Now, when you see something like that, that means you've got 3 times something, an expression, which is why we have to put parentheses, because it says 3 times the difference. That's 3 times the subtraction of the number and 2, because difference means subtraction.
Yes.
And once we get this all set up, then PEMDAS, 3 times n, 3 times minus 2. That's how we got 3n minus 6.
I step in the kitchen and turn off the stove and come back.
Oh, okay. So then we just combine our n's, combine our numbers, and we get n equal 11. Maureen, how could you check this?
She there?
Maureen? Maureen?
Going to turn off the stove.
Oh, she said, okay. Well, Vanessa, how could you check this to make sure the 11 is correct? What would you do? Say you want to verify that 11 is the correct answer. What would you do, Vanessa?
I can't remember, Miss Barbara. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
Oh, you do. You go back up here and put the 11 in, right? For the n.
Oh, you put the
Yeah, substitute 11. Do that and tell me what you get.
Okay.
Substitute 11 for n. And what do you get on the left side?
On the left side, 11 is 22 plus 5. So with this, when you substitute the 11, so therefore you have to put it, therefore you have to the multiplication where you said 11 twos is 22.
Yes, and plus 5
Yes.
is what?
Oh, and then plus 5, 27.
Okay, now what do you get on the right side?
27. Then on the right side,
Put an 11 here.
you put 10. Okay. One moment. So you put the 11 -2.
11 minus 2 is what?
11 minus 2 is 9.
And what's 9 times 3?
9 threes is 27.
And that 27 equal 27.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. If you wanted to check it, since you found that the number is 11, substitute an expression where you have your n and these sides should be equal, which Vanessa just found. 27 equal 27.
Oh,
All right.
Miss Barbara.
Okay. Now let's go to a new share. Let's see, new share. And let's see, we finished that other algebra worksheet. And I want to go to slope because we had some problems understanding slope. So I put together here a little description and we're going to look at some problems. So when we say slope, we are saying the slant of a line, okay? And it's rise over run. I think Vanessa told you that last time, all right? Or change in the y value over the change in the x values, all right? And when we have a x, y, let me just put here, okay. X, comma, y. We call this ordered
Paired.
pairs. That's right. You remember? Why do we call it ordered pairs, Maureen?
I don't know.
Oh, we call it ordered pairs because they have to be in the order X followed by Y. It's a
Oh.
definite order. You cannot have Y and then X. Ordered pairs mean there's a certain order that you represent the X and Y coordinates, and the X followed by the Y.
I know
So
the X and the
that's it. So if you see 2, 5, and I ask you, Alva, what is the Y value, Alva?
The Y value is the 5.
That's right. The Y value is the 5 and the X is the
It's
2.
the 2.
two.
Yes.
Okay. And a couple of things about slope you should know. If the slope is horizontal, if you have a horizontal line, the slope is 0. If you have a vertical line, it's undefined. Now, you know what horizontal means, right? But just
straight across.
That's right. So let's just go to the whiteboard. Okay. Okay. And let's draw. Okay. And we have here. Right. This is X, right? And this is Y. Now, when we say a horizontal line, we mean like that, right? When we say vertical, we mean this.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is horizontal going across here, just like the X line is horizontal, the Y line is vertical. So if you had a slope that looked like this, that's horizontal, and then this is vertical, okay? All right, so let's go back to our slope. Okay, now, so when you see that horizontal line, slope is 0. Vertical, undefined. Now, if your line is slanting upward, it's negative slope. Downward is, a positive slope, and negative is slope is the downward. Now, let's go back to our whiteboard. So if we have a slope, a line like this, that's down, right? That's decreasing. If we have one like this, that's increasing. So that's what we mean by downward line and upward line, okay? Just want you to see what they were. Okay, let's go back to our slope. Now, change in y over change in x. So if you're given 2 points, 2 ordered pairs, you can calculate the slope. And slope is really just the rate of change. It's the rate of the change of the y value over the x value. All right, so change in y value over x value. That numerator is always the difference in the y values. To get the slant, you have to have the difference in the y values over the difference in the x values. And we'll look at some examples. Okay, you have 2 points here. These are ordered pairs. We call them 1p, 0, -1, q, 4, and a 1. Maureen, what's the y value for q?
1,
1. What's the y value for p?
1 minus 1.
-1, right? So the y values, you could put this 1, notice, minus a -1. Now notice that has a -1, right? So a minus give you a plus. So you'd have 1 plus 1 is 2. Now your x values would be the 4 in the q and the 0 in the p, right? So 4 minus 0 is 4. So 2 over 4 simplifies the 1 over 2. Questions on that example?
Yeah, I have the idea.
Okay, well, all right. Now, tell me what's the slope number 1?
Slope number. Where is it?
Right here, number 1. I want you to calculate the slope. What's the slope?
I can't see. I don't see the marker. Slope number 1.
So problem number 1, right here, Alba. Find the slope of the line that passes through the points -1, 0, and 3, 8.
You know, I'm not seeing it, Miss Barbara.
You don't see this?
No, I think
it's on the right side.
It's on the right side here.
Yeah, did you see, you saw the one when I was over here, right? Slope of a line.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
now I'm on the right side. You may have to scroll over.
Something is blocking me. What should I do to take it off now? Let me
So that is -1 and 3.
Okay, let me just take these 2 points.
Okay, I'm seeing it now, Miss.
You're seeing it very good.
Yes,
okay.
Yes, yes.
Now, let me just copy that. Copy
So
those.
find the slope of the line that passed through the points.
-1, 0. Let me
Yes.
just,
And
3, 8.
Yes.
Okay, so let me just put this here. And I'll put this here. Okay. Now, a nice way to do it, if you're not sure, just put right up here, X, comma, Y.
Okay.
So you don't get them mixed up until you really know them. Because once you really know them, you don't have to do this. You can just do it just from values, okay? So the ordered pairs are X, comma, Y. So if I do this, all right, then I have what?
You have a -1, X -1.
Yeah, then you have your X's are here and your Y's are here. So when I substitute in the slope, what would I have, Maureen? What would I have my Y differences?
The Y's is 0 and 8.
So I would have what? 0 minus 8, because there's
Yeah.
always a difference. And what is that divided by?
You divide it by
What are my x difference? What are my x values, Maureen?
your
The
x
X
value.
is
A minus
1 and
1.
3.
The one person at a time. Maureen, what are my x values?
Minus 1 and 3.
Minus 1
3.
minus 3. Okay. Now, what is that equal to, Maureen? What's 0 minus 8?
0 minus 8 is 8.
0 minus 8 is what?
Is 0.
8.
0 minus 8 is what?
8. 0
0.
from 8 is 8.
It didn't say 0 from 8. It says 0 minus 8. It doesn't say 8 minus 0.
Oh,
What is it, Maureen?
There's a
minus
minus
8.
8.
What did you say, Alva?
Minus 8.
Minus 8.
Right, minus
Yes.
8.
Minus 8. What's a minus 1 and a minus 3, Maureen?
A minus 1 and a minus 3 is a minus 4.
Right, perfect. Okay, so that's a minus 4. So what's the slope, Maureen?
The slope is 8 over 4 or, right?
Yes. So what's 8 over 4?
8 over 4 is, or
8 divided by 4.
2.
2. That's right. Because minus over minus is plus, right? Like signs divide to give you plus. So you have a minus over a minus, and that gives you a plus. Okay. Now, notice we use 0 minus 8 and minus 1, 3. We could have used 8 minus 0 and 3 minus a minus 1. We've gotten the same results, right?
Yes.
You could have said 8 minus 0 divided by 3 minus a minus 1, which would give you 8 over plus 4 would give you 2. Any questions how you find slope given 2 points, ordered pairs, x, y?
No.
Okay, so let's,
Actually, yes. I don't.
yes,
I don't see.
Chastity,
It
Chastity.
says -0 minus 8. Is that what it says?
No, it doesn't say
It
negative.
says
0
0.
is never negative, Chastity.
Oh, because I see a I don't know what
It's
is that, minus or whatever.
0 minus 8. You see this right here?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a y0 and a y8. So difference 0 minus 8 is a minus 8. This is a minus here.
How do we know when it's a minus though? This is what we're.
Because of signs. If you take a minus 8 from 0, you have minus 8. If you take a,
Zero.
okay, if you add a 8 to 0, you have a plus 8.
Why is the minus looking like grayish?
I'm sorry,
The minus or the negative looking like gray?
right here.
What does it mean?
You mean looking like gray?
No, like the minus. You see the minus sign? It looks gray.
Minus, you
Is
mean
it
the minus
minus
1,
or is
minus
negative?
3?
Yeah, minus means negative. Yeah.
Okay.
Minus 8 divided by minus 4.
So a minus and a
See,
minus
this
is plus.
is minus for minus sign. This minus here is for subtraction.
Oh, the one in
This
the
one,
middle is
this
subtraction.
one right here says 0 minus 8. In other words, you're subtracting the 8 from the 0 and you get a minus 8.
Okay, but why is the minus or negative before the 0?
There's no negative. You mean here?
That is
Yeah.
equal. That's slope. No, that's slope
No,
equal.
that's an equal
Oh, that's
sign.
equal. Okay, yeah,
Equal.
because I'm
Yeah.
seeing it
Yeah.
like it's like
No, that's
It's
times.
that's an
equal.
equal sign.
I got it now. Okay. No wonder I was getting confused because of that. I was
Oh,
okay.
okay. No,
Fine.
that's an equal. Let me put
Ah,
it
I
in
see it
bold.
better now.
You see it better
Now,
now, right? Slope
yeah.
equals 0
I know what
minus
you.
a.
Well, I don't know what do you do, but it's got better now.
Yeah,
I
okay.
can see.
I made it bold.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Any questions on slope? So that means you're ready for the next problem, right? Okay, that was number 1. Okay, now if lines are parallel, that means they never meet parallel lines, right? Like if you have 2 streets going in the same direction, they are parallel to each other. Whereas if they cross, they call an intersection, right? So when parallel lines have equal slopes, and if you know that, then tell me the slope of the line parallel to this line. Okay, here we go, right here. Let's copy that. Now, let's see.
Negative y.
Okay, now, yeah, negative y. Now, remember your slope intercept formula. Y equal mx plus b, where m is what? The slope. This is the general format. M is slope.
Mx.
And what is B, Vanessa?
B is 4.
No, B is, no, the general. And B
Oh,
is
the
Y.
y intercept.
That's right, intercept. That's the value of Y when X is 0.
Yeah.
On the grid, okay? So I want you to get this formula in this format. I'm sorry, this equation. Get this equation in the Y equal mx plus b. That means the Y has to be positive, right?
Yes.
So what would this be? How would you get the Y to be positive, Vanessa? What would you do?
Is add
No.
the y to be positive.
Yes, what would you do?
Therefore, as long you cross it, you change the sign, right?
No. You want to go from minus to plus. What would you do? Minus times minus is plus. So what would you do, Maureen?
Add.
No.
Minus
Multiply both sides
Multiply.
by -1. That's how you do it.
Okay.
Now,
Multiply.
what will happen if you multiplied both sides by -1?
-1. Multiply both sides by -1, therefore you would have negative, and negative gives you positive.
That's right. So what would I have over here then? I'd have what?
Therefore you have positive y.
That's right. I'll just have y equal. And what about the minus 2x? What would that be?
Minus 2x. What would that be?
Minus times minus gives what?
Plus.
Plus. So what would the minus 2x be, Vanessa?
Minus 2x.
Equals
Minus, yeah, it'll be a plus. A -1 times a -2 will give you a plus. So that would be 2x, right? What's a +4 times a -1?
Okay. A plus 4 for a negative 1 is a plus 5.
No,
No,
it's a
no,
3.
no. This is multiplication
Four.
now. You're not adding.
Oh,
Oh, oh,
That's a plus 4 times a negative 1.
4
and
times 1 is 4.
as a plus
oh.
4 times 1 is 4.
It's
Plus,
me a
okay,
negative
so
4.
Alva, it's be a negative 4. Because
oh,
unlike signs multiply to give you a negative, so a plus 4 times a minus 1 would give you a negative 4.
4.
I
Yes.
see.
Okay? You're forgetting your sign rules. Plus time plus gives plus. Minus time minus gives plus. Plus time minus gives minus.
Yes.
And the same thing for division. Okay, so now we have our equation that looks just like the y equal mx plus b, right? Chastity, what's the slope of this equation? Chastity?
Give me 1 second, Miss Bonnie. My laptop is about to go off. I need
Okay,
to charge it. Hold on.
all right. I want to know what is the slope. Now notice I said this is in the same format as my y equal
MX
mx
plus B.
plus b. So all you have to do is find your m, and that's your slope. So what's the slope? Alva, what's the slope?
Slope would be
Right here. What's the slope? Y equal 2x minus 4. What's my m in this equation? The
okay, 0.
coefficient of the x is what? What's the
Okay.
coefficient of the x, Alva?
2.
Is that Alva that
It's,
answered me?
yeah, the
I've
coefficient.
got two Alvas on here, right?
That's my mother's name.
I thought I had
Okay.
one Alva.
I'm
Alva,
sorry.
that's okay.
So
That's all right.
Okay.
Okay.
the coefficient is a minus 2x.
Oh, it's just a 2.
You see a minus right here?
Um,
We're talking
no,
here.
y equal, okay, y equal 2x minus 4.
Okay, so what's the m in this equation? What's the coefficient of the x, Alva?
M, M,
What's the m? See, this equation is in the same format. Y equals 2x minus m. M has to be the coefficient of the x, which is the 2, right?
yes.
So that's my slope. And what's
Okay.
my y-intercept is the minus 4.
Yes.
So my slope is equal to 2. My y-intercept, value of y when x is 0, is equal to minus 4. Because my minus 4 is equivalent to my b. That's the general format.
Yes.
The m in front of the x is equivalent to my 2.
Okay.
So what is the slope of the line parallel to the line for this equation? And since we said parallel lines have equal slopes, if this comes out 2, that means that line has a slope of 2. The parallel line would have the same slope. So the slope would be equal to 2. So that's how you would answer it. What is the slope of the line parallel to this line? Slope equal to. So you find the slope of that line and it's exactly the same. Question? Parallel lines have the same slopes. Perpendicular lines do not. They have actually the reciprocal and you change the sign. In other words, if the slope was 4 for a line, the perpendicular line would be a minus 1 over 4. So you change the sign and you flip it. Okay. Questions on number 2.
Miss Barbara,
Yes.
how did you move from negative y equal to negative 2x plus 4 to
To the plus.
to the plus?
Yeah, I multiplied. Okay, let's see. Let me just take this here. I multiplied the whole equation by -1.
Okay.
So when I said multiply both sides by -1, actually what I did, let's just copy this here.
Okay.
I put, let's see, let me put parentheses here and parentheses here. And you can put a -1 in front of it, -1.
Okay.
So -1
A
and
-1 times the
plus
whole
y.
equation. Okay, I
Oh.
multiplied -1 by the whole equation. That's how I got minus times minus is plus.
Plus
Minus times minus
two.
is
Two
plus.
is
And
plus.
minus times plus 4 is
Plus
-4.
plus 4.
Got it, Vanessa?
Yes, Miss Barbara. Thank you.
Yeah, if you multiply both sides by the same, you're not really changing the value. Okay. It's just that in the y-intercept formula, that y has to be positive. That's why we had to do that. It can't be negative because the general format says y, and that's a positive y, equals mx plus b. Any other questions on number 2?
I
I'm
understand.
just making a little note.
It's making sense?
Yes, Miss Barbara.
Yeah, okay. So let's go to number 3. Now, okay, now number 3, you see a graph here. I hope you can see that. Let's see. Okay. Now, you know this horizontal is X, right? This vertical is Y. Now, I want you to select 2 XY points from this graph. All right.
It could be any 2.
Any 2, but you need 2 points.
Okay, I select 2 from the.
Okay, you're going to select 2 points, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So these are
It's
ordered
on the
pairs.
X line. I select a -2.
Okay, so what do you, okay, so you're going to select, you got ordered pairs, right? And you need 2 points. So what are you selecting, Alva?
A -2 on the horizontal side.
Yeah, you got a -2, but what is it on the Y? It's got to be, it has to be on the line though.
Yes.
Points have to be on the line. See, a
Mhm.
-2 is not on the line with a
Okay.
Y. So you got to, just to give you an example. Okay. Now, if you had a 2 on the X, -4 on Y, that's a point, right? Okay. If you had let's see, you could have let's see, a 3 on the X. Well, that's not a point either. A 1 and a -1. See, it has to be on the line. You got to pick points that are on the line, right?
Okay.
So if you pick the -1, you could say a 5 on the Y, right?
Yes.
Okay. Or if you said a 0, you could say the 0 on the X and a
line
2 on the
Y
Y.
line.
Okay.
Yes.
So I need someone to give me 2 points.
Points.
Vanessa, you want to give me 2 points?
Okay. Yes. Could it be -1 and
Okay. -1, right? So
and
-1, and what is it on the Y line? Now follow this up and tell me
5.
where. 5, right there. There, perfect. Okay, so a -1, comma 5. That's a point. Does everyone see that?
Okay, so
Minus 1,
the
right?
-1 is on the or is it's on the
Horizontal. That's the X.
yes,
So
yeah.
-1
And she
and
goes up to
up
the
to a
5.
5, and it's on the line.
Yes.
Remember, we're trying to find this us points on the line. So I have -1 and a 5. Maureen, give me another point.
Okay. I'm going to give you 2
Okay. Give me 2, right?
and 6.
6 is not on this line.
2, 6 is
See 6 over you 6. No. 2.
4.
Yeah.
-4.
-4.
-4.
Very good,
Okay, okay.
Chastity. Yeah,
-4.
2. There you go. 2
Okay.
on the X. Come down to the -4. That's on the line. So 2,
Uh-huh.
comma, as Chastity said,
-4.
-4.
Yeah.
Now you've got your ordered pairs. Now somebody tell me, what is the slope?
Okay. 1.
What is the slope? Difference in Y
slope?
values over difference in X.
The slope is
What is it, Vanessa?
okay, the slope is 5 positive 5.
Okay.
No, yes, 5
Mm-hmm.
negative
That's for the difference. Minus. Okay. What's
minus,
the other Y value?
and then you gotta do -4.
That's it. Minus
They
4.
put in parentheses
That's right. Okay.
and over
And that's difference in Y
yes,
over the difference. What's the X values, Vanessa?
X value. It would be 2 positive 2.
No, the 5 goes with what X value?
A
five.
-1.
The
Minus.
-1.
Okay, -1. Remember, these are pairs now. -1 minus what?
-1 minus 2.
-2. Okay.
-1
All right. Now, what do you get for the numerator difference, Vanessa? So what is this equal to?
So that would equal to 9.
Yeah,
Positive.
yeah. Minus, plus. So that would be 9. 5 plus 4, 9. Okay. What's a -1 and a -2,
A
Vanessa?
+3.
And
I've got another Vanessa.
Okay.
I know this that,
What
Miss
what
Barbara.
is Vanessa? -1 and a -2, Vanessa.
minus and minus give you a plus.
Oh,
Or you do a
you're
negative.
getting multiplication mixed up. Minus and minus, you add and you
And
get
keep the
minus.
sign.
Yeah, so what is it, Vanessa?
So you have a -3.
That's right. So
A
what
negative.
is my slope? What's a 9 divided by -3?
Okay, you do it will just be
3.
3.
Plus over minus give minus.
-3.
Well, remember I just told you the downward slope has a negative, down the line
Negative.
has a negative, right? So that's
Yes.
a minus. So you know, based on that line, there's got to be a negative slope. Because remember, I drew the lines that when it's coming down, it's negative. It's going up, it's positive. Questions?
No, that's good.
Yep. You understand
Okay,
it?
so you divide by the 3, Miss Barbara,
Yes, by the -3.
but you get a negative. Yes.
Yeah, because remember the rules of multiplication, Alva.
Yes.
Plus over minus gives minus.
Yes.
You just make that bold, make it clearer. Okay. Plus over minus give minus. And since you know that a downward line is negative, you know that if you got a
Yes.
positive slope, it's wrong. Because when the
Yes.
line is going down, that's decreasing, it's a negative slope.
Okay.
Okay. If my line was going up like this way, it would be a positive slope. Questions?
Oh, we get in there.
Yeah, you could have picked a zero. Like if I took the point right here, is 0 on the x and what? 2 on the y.
Would
Okay.
that be
That's,
like a -0 or -0
no,
or just
0 is
0?
never negative, Chastity.
Okay.
0 is just 0. Never negative. Okay. If I'm on the y line, my x is 0. Just remember that. If I'm on the x line, my y is 0. So if I have a point right here that's on the y line, that means my x is 0. So that would be 0, comma 2. That would be that point. If I'm on the x line, my y is 0. So if I'm right at this point, my y is 0. My x is, well, it's not quite 1. It's like about 9/10 right here. Okay.
Okay.
Any questions? We were getting whole numbers because you do have some fractions here. I mean, if you pick a number and then went up to here, you like between 1 and 2. Well, no, not here. If you picked, let's see, let's take one that's not right on the line. Okay, this is 2. This is, no, 2, 4. I was trying to get, oh, like here. This is not on 2 or 3. It's like maybe 2.1. Okay. But we were trying to put, it's easier to work with whole numbers. That's why we picked just whole numbers in the ordered pairs. But sometimes you'll have ordered pairs with fractional numbers, but we picked whole numbers, easier to work with. Okay, that was number 3. No questions, number 3. So you know how to find the slope if you had a graph. Read them out, read the ordered pairs off the graph and get your difference in y over your difference in x. All right, let's go to number 4. Okay, now we have some word problems. This is going to be interesting. Now, we want to find, and remember I say slope is the rate of change. Now, I want you to try these word problems. Read that one and tell me which equation is correct. Now, the slope when they say slope intercept form, all right, this is the underline that. That means slope intercept form means y equal mx plus b. That's the slope intercept form. Put it here. That's the slope intercept form.
I thought it was the Y and X only.
What?
I thought it was Y and X.
You thought what?
Y and X only, like, I see the M and X plus B.
Yeah, remember M I told you was the slope. This is the general format. Y is dependent on X. So that's the dependent variable on the X. X is the rate of change. M is the rate of change. That's the slope. That's the general format. So it says write an equation in slope intercept form. So which of these equations is in slope intercept form that matches what they're telling you here? A fee of $6.25 per month, a certain amount more per month for each additional child. Which one would you say?
Would it be A?
Well, 625 is a fixed amount for one child. So
Okay.
that's not a rate of change.
Okay.
It's C.
So A for C.
Yeah, it's C. That's right. Because this is saying 225 a month for each for the additional children, right?
Okay.
Plus the 625 for
5.
one. And notice that's the same format as here. All right. M is the 225, the slope, and the 625 is the y-intercept, or that's the fixed amount.
Okay.
So
How do we get the 225 from?
that's a number that we picked. It could have been any number. It says a certain, that's the certain amount.
Okay.
When they said certain amount, they could have put any value there, but they chose the 225.
Okay.
Now, a certain amount. Okay, let me just put it here. Okay, 225. A certain amount, 225 more per month for each shop. But they didn't have to put it there because the 625 is the fixed amount. So whatever else they put here is going to be the variable figure, the rate of change, the 225. That would change by the number of children. So you had 4 children, to be 4 times 225. 2 be 2 times 225.
Yes.
See, X represents the additional children. Okay.
Yes.
So answer would be
C.
C. Vanessa, you see why yours was right?
Yes, Miss.
Because the 625 is the fixed amount.
Fee,
That's
a
going to be
fixed
your
fee, yes.
y-intercept. Yes. Any questions on number 1?
Oh, it's right.
Okay, these are really nice slope problems. You know, it really helps you to understand it because now you're applying it to real world things, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's go to number 2. Now, based on what we've said so far,
Term does not mean
okay,
slope.
let's just say number 2, which,
This is number 2.
okay, we're number 2. Let's see. Okay. Which one of these, now we've been talking rate of change, right? So
Change in Y.
let's see, Chastity, which vocabulary term does not mean slope?
Unit rate. Unit rate.
No, I've got another Chastity.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't know I had students with the same name. Chastity, what's the answer? Which
never
term
knew.
does not mean slope?
I don't know.
Yes, you do, based on what we just went over from here.
Mm,
Slope, change in y over change in x. We just went through that, right?
yeah.
A rate,
Rate of
which is a change, rate of change, a unit rate, and that's something that changes, right? So which would it be, Chastity?
And D?
No. What would you say, Alva?
C.
C, that's right. Perfect.
Yeah.
See, initial value, back over when we looked at this problem, Chastity, initial value was the 625.
Okay.
That's not slope, right? The slope would be the 225.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like you call a plumber in, right? And he charges you a flat fee, and then he charges you so much per hour. That initial value is his flat fee. That's not the slope. The slope would be what he's charging you per hour. Okay, that's changing.
Okay.
The rate, that's a rate, right?
Okay.
And it's a constant rate because he's saying I'm charging $90 an hour. Okay. Questions number 2. Want to make sure you understand slope. Slope, rate of changes. Whereas initial value is what we call the y-intercept. That's our B over here. Okay. All right, let's look at number 3. Number 3. Okay. Now we've got another one here.
Which situation will you represent?
Which one of these is the y-intercept?
$100.
Situation
Which,
below.
oh, you want to look at it this way. Which one represents a rate of change? And the one that does not is the y-intercept.
So
I
putting
think,
What would you
okay,
say, Vanessa? Vanessa, which answer would you say?
right,
okay, let me check.
Vanessa,
Yes, Miss Barbara.
okay, which one represents the y-intercept at fixed value?
One moment. Buying 30 worth supplies of 4 lemonade stand. Spending $3 per ride at the fair. Can you multiply? Paying $2 for parking every day.
Think of the ones that represent a rate of change, and what's left over is the y-intercept. Which one, Vanessa?
It's over.
Hmm?
Mm.
I saw it right away.
What
You
would you
said
say?
right away. What you say?
What do you say, Vanessa? No, I want Vanessa to tell me.
Oh,
What is it, Vanessa?
I don't know, Miss Barbara.
What is it, Alva?
See,
What is it, Chastity?
Paying $3 per ride at the fair.
What is it, Chastity? What's the answer?
um,
$3 per ride at
Chastity, you know the answer?
every ride is
nope.
Maureen?
I say A.
Mm-mm.
I haven't heard the answer. Now, which of these represent a rate? In other words, so much per some increment.
oh, so it's not C, Miss Barbara?
No,
No,
It's
No.
B. It's B.
it's B.
Lemonade.
Why?
Fine.
Why is B? Okay, because
$3 worth.
buying $30 worth of supplies is not based on anything changing.
Oh,
Whereas this one says $300 a month. This one says $3 per ride. This one says $2 every day. This one is just a flat amount, $30. It's not $30 a day.
supplies for
It's
lemonade.
not $30 per pound. It's just the constant amount that you're paying for the supplies. That makes it a y-intercept. Nothing is changing here. Chastity.
Okay,
You
so
follow?
what's your question?
Nothing.
I thought,
It says which situation below is representative of the y-intercept. That's your fixed amount over here in our slope intercept form.
okay,
So it's not a monthly
It's-
savings
Yeah,
where you
it's
calculate and get something. So
no,
it's not doing a ride at the fair
no,
because
yeah,
every ride.
right. Everything else is a rate. You put
Okay.
$300 a month, right? You're paying
Yes.
$3 per ride. That's the rate.
Mhm.
You're paying $2 for parking
Yeah,
every day.
parking.
That's a rate. See, all of
Okay,
these are
but you have a
rates, but this one is
standard
not a rate. This is just a standard $30 you're paying.
worth of supplies for lemonade stand.
Yes, yes.
Okay, you have, yes, that makes sense.
You
don't
got
have-
it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The $30 is not based on anything changing. you're gonna pay that $30 for your supplies. Right? It's not $30 per pound. Okay. $30 per box. No, it's just $30.
Oh, I
You
understand.
got it?
Yes, Miss Barbara.
That clear to everybody?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes, I understand now.
Okay.
I
Let's
didn't remember mine yesterday.
all right. Let's go to number 4.
That's Wednesday, forgot
Okay.
this Wednesday.
All right. Now we want to write how would represent this.
Uh-huh.
Plant is 5 centimeters tall.
And it's growing at a rate of 3 centimeters a month. So we see what our rate is,
Huh?
right? The rate is the slope.
Yes.
What's
You're
the answer?
doing
What's the answer, Maureen?
what you doing?
Okay.
Number 4?
Number 4, yes.
Okay.
You see it, Alva?
I say C.
Anybody say anything different?
B.
A
You say
plant
B.
is
You said
5
what?
centimeter
Yes.
tall.
Plant. Because we have to find the slope.
3 centimeter.
No, no. We want to find the
5.
expression that defines a plant is 5 centimeters tall and growing at a rate of 3 centimeters a month. That means your slope is 3. So what did you say, Vanessa?
Your slope is 3.
Yes. So what's your answer, Vanessa?
Okay. Therefore, it's C.
That's right.
I say C.
Yeah, I know Maureen said C, but I wanted Vanessa to correct herself.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
C.
It started at 5
Oh,
right here, right?
yes.
And is changing 3 centimeters a month, where
Oh,
X is months,
yes.
right? So
Yes.
that means this is our M value is 3, and then 5 is our y-intercept.
Yes, that's true.
Everybody see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's go to number, see, it makes more sense when you start looking at problems. Okay. So let's go to number 5.
5. Bob.
Alva, number 5. Read it and tell me the answer.
Bob has $150 in his savings account and save $40 per month.
So which expression represents that?
Okay, so I would say 150 in his saving account and save $40 per month. So would it be C?
The rate is 40, which means 40 is your
It's
slope.
Okay.
What do you say, Alva?
Now I was saying it would be C.
No.
Y. Remember you're writing it Y equal MX
X
plus B. Now what you're writing is really just the MX plus B part. So which one of these represents MX plus B, Alva? We know this is a rate, $40 a month. So what would it be?
Okay, so I think it's A.
No.
Is B is B.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
It's B.
So
Yes.
40X
Because
plus
40
150.
is the
Yes.
M and
Yes.
B is the 150. Yes.
Yes.
That's
B.
right. B.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
someone said that at the beginning, right?
I said B.
Okay. All right. So you know your rate of change is your slope. So
Yes.
look for your rate of change, and that's what goes with your X. All right, let's go to number 6. Okay, I'm on the other side. Let's go to number 6. Okay. Chastity, what's the answer for number 6? You're on mute. Chastity?
Well, I'm kind of confused. I don't know when did I get lost.
Okay. Now, well,
I don't know.
the y-intercept formula is y equals
Plus B.
mx plus b, where m is the slope, right? And most of these are in that format. And based on the rate, which is the slope, and the fixed amount, we're putting these in that format. So if a holiday meal costs $12.50 a person, that's a rate, right? A
Yes.
delivery
Yes.
fee of $30. Now, Chastity, if you're trying to get this in the MX plus B, M being the rate of change, and the rate is the $12.50 a person, right? So, what would be the answer, Chastity?
Well,
$12.50 a person is your rate. That's your slope. That's your M. So, what would be your answer?
B is a 12.5 plus 30.
Well, number one, you've got to have an X someplace, so it can't be B. Remember, you've got to have a slope in front of a X. So that's the one that could never be B, okay? Because no X's anywhere here. Because you're trying to get the slope intercept formula. So you're trying to put the mx plus b format for what's here. So what is your rate of change here, Chastity? What is changing?
The 12.50.
Yeah, that's right. The 12.5 per person. And the delivery fee is a flat $30. So what would it be? That means the 12.50 times each person plus the delivery fee. So what would be the answer, Chastity?
12.5 plus 30x.
But the
See?
12.5 has to be multiplied by the number of people. X represent the number of people,
Plus delivery fee.
and plus the fixed $30. So what would you say, Chastity?
X.
What are you multiplying by X?
30 is it A?
That's it.
A
That's
is the
good. It's
answer.
A. That's right, because you
30
got a
plus
$30 fix.
12.5x.
The
Yes.
$30 is the B here. So they put it as B plus MX, which is all right. Okay, so $30, that's the fixed delivery fee. 12.5, that's the rate. X, the number of people. Very good. Answer A. Got it?
So.
Okay, okay, Chastity. Go to 7. We'll see if you really got it. Okay. 7.
okay, so I guess.
Read 7. Tell me the answer. You know
Basic
what?
car rental charges 8.50 an hour plus a rental fee of 25.50.
Okay. So what's the rate?
8.50.
That's right. That's 8.50 an hour. So that's gonna be your M in front of your X hours, right? So what's the answer? And you got a flat rental fee of 25.50. So what's the answer, Chastity?
C.
The 8.50 is your rate. That's your slope. That's going to be the coefficient of your X. In other words, MX, that M is your 8.50. So what would you say now?
Mm,
This 8.50 right here, that's your rate. That's per hour. So that's going to be multiplied by X, where X is the number of hours. This 25.50 is your flat rental fee. Okay, so that's like the B that's here. So which would it be?
D.
No, I would say it's
No, it can't be minus now.
no,
You
it's
you adding a sum of $8.50 an hour and the rental fee. So it can't be a negative,
Oh,
can't
it's
be
a
subtracted.
plus.
It's a
Okay.
plus. So what would it be then?
Okay, hold on. C. 8.5
No,
plus.
8.5 an hour is going to be multiplied by the X, Chastity, where X is the number of hours. And added to that would be your rental fee of $25.50. Remember, we're trying to get it in the format.
I think it's B.
That's it. Very good. Y equal MX plus B. Now, M here is your 8.5, right? And 25.5 is your B. Okay, so answer B. So always look for your rate to put in front of your X, and your rate is $8.50 an hour. The $25.50 is a fixed amount. So answer B.
So the fixed amount comes first as 25.5.
Well, it doesn't have to be. I mean,
Oh, it does. Okay.
the general format is M slope times X plus B. But these, they have some of them where the B, so this is B plus 8.5x, which is your mx, which is all right because mx plus b is the same as b plus mx. And they write it like this to make sure you understand it, that your slope intercept form, you're adding a fixed amount plus the slope times the x. All
Okay.
right.
All right.
Where the X in this case is representing hours. X can represent different things, right? Here it's representing hours. Over here, X was representing months. Okay.
Okay.
Any questions? Number 7.
oh,
Okay. Let's go to number 8, Alba. I want you to read number 8. Tell me the answer.
it's a right
Go ahead.
an expression for the following. Jerry has $20 and makes $7 per hour.
So what's the rate?
Okay, so the rate that Jerry make is 7x plus 20.
That's it, because he makes,
Yes,
this is what, $7 per hour. That's the rate.
yes,
That's the slope,
yes,
right? So it would be
yes,
7 times the number of hours here, which is X,
yes,
plus the
20.
$20 he makes
Yes.
fixed. So
Yes.
answer
Is
A.
A. Yes.
Very good. Okay. All right. Let's look at the next one. Maureen, number 9.
Okay. Sonia has $40 in her lunch account and paid $2 each day to eat lunch.
What's the rate?
Okay.
What's the rate?
$2.
That's right. $2 each day. That's your rate.
Yeah.
So you know your slope, then it's going to be a 2, right?
Yeah.
So what's your
So it's
answer?
C. C.
Okay. So she is what?
C.
But you told me this was a rate.
Oh yeah. A.
Yeah, I was looking
You
at
know,
Okay.
A. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
at first it looked like a minus to me.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
was saying
this
first
is
time I wear my glasses, so I gotta get concentrate.
oh, okay. So $40, that's your fixed amount, and $2 each day. So X here represents the number of days. All right.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so you're getting it.
You're
Number
getting the drift of it.
okay, okay, let's go to number 10, Vanessa. Number 10. Number 10.
Number 10.
Mhm. Vanessa, what's the answer number 10? What is the rate?
Okay, the rate is $3 each.
Okay, so what's the answer?
A.
A. Very good. Okay. $20 the gift card, and she spends $3 each month. So that's the X represent the number of months. Okay. Okay, now let's go to number 11. Chastity, read number 11.
Amber's savings account has had a balance of 350 rolled over from the previous year. She set up for 50 to be drafted out of her checking account and into her savings account every month. What information in this problem represents the y-intercept?
Okay. Y equal mx plus b. So b is the y-intercept. So which one of these represents the b?
Mm, 50 B?
Well, look what it says here, $50 to be drafted out of her checking account and
Oh,
into her
that's
savings
okay.
account every month. That's a rate.
So that's
That's a rate, right?
That's A.
yes.
So what did you say, Alva?
A.
A, the 350 is the y-intercept, Chastity.
Yeah.
So answer A. See, if you read it carefully, $50 to be drafted out of her checking account and into her savings account every month. That's a rate. $50 per month. So the balance 350 is the y-intercept. Questions? Number 11.
Yes. I'm getting it, Miss Barbara.
Okay, all right. Well, in that case, Alva, you can do number 12.
12.
Okay.
Read number 12. Give me the answer.
For lunch, Amanda had a hamburger, and some potato chips. The hamburger totaled 325 calories, and each chip had 12 calories. Write a linear equation to represent the situation. Okay.
That's the linear equation. Y equal mx plus b. Now, what's your rate here, Alva?
The rate is
What's the rate in this problem?
the 325.
No, that's a fixed.
Oh, that's
Hamburger fixed.
okay.
So what's the
So
rate?
the rate would be the 12.
Yeah, each chip, there's your rate.
Yes.
Each chip had 12 calories. So that's
Yes.
12 calories per chip, where
Yes.
X represent the number of chips. So what is the answer?
I'm looking on D.
325 is a fixed amount. That's your B.
Okay, so
Y equal
Okay,
mx
so
plus B.
Yes, it would be B then.
That's right.
Yes,
Very
B.
good. B because
Yes.
12 times X
Yes.
represents the number of chips plus
Yes.
the burger, which is 325.
Yes.
Answer B.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Questions? Okay. Look for your variable first. That's going to be the slope. That's the number, the coefficient of your X.
Okay.
Maureen, number 13.
Okay. Billy car needs repairs. The mechanic charged him 140 for the parts and an additional 48 an hour for labor. How many hours of labor did the mechanic work on cars if the total bill is 260? Okay.
How would you solve it? Yes, that's your
Total bill is
slope
260, right?
intercept. Okay. So how would you solve number 13?
Okay.
This is your formula right here.
Uh-huh.
What is your Y here?
Okay. It's 140 for the parts. Okay. A 40 an hour for labor. How many hours of labor do the mechanic work on the car if excuse me, if her total bill is 260? I will say I work it out as 5 hours. But not here again.
Well, how did you work it out?
So I say if you charge him 140 for the parts, right?
And
Of
$40 for
for
labor.
others. That'd be 12 hours.
How would you substitute in this formula, Maureen? What is the Y?
The way is the 140.
No. What is the Y, Vanessa?
260, Miss Barbara.
That's it. 260 is the Y
Total, we got a total there.
equal. And what is the M, Vanessa?
The M,
48.
overall M is
That's the rate. What's the M?
would it be 188, you know?
No.
Or is the
What's
140?
the rate is the $48
Oh, the
an
48
hour,
hours.
right?
Oh
That's
yes.
your rate
Why
right here. $48 an hour. That's your rate. So this is going to be what? 48X.
260.
What is your B, Vanessa?
Therefore, the B is 140.
That's it. All right. Now solve that equation for X.
Okay.
Solve that equation for X. Let's see. Let me. Okay. So you have 260 minus 140.
Bring it to the card. Okay.
Divided by 48. Anybody got the answer?
120.
No, it's got to be one of these answers. 3,
Oh,
12. These are your
Just
answers
now.
here. 3 hours, 12 hours, 2.55. Did anybody solve this for X?
Okay,
Just Miss Barbara.
Subtract the 140 from both
Okay.
sides. The divider is up by 48. What do you get?
You do 8 times. Okay.
Miss Barbara C?
Yes. Everybody get 2.5 hours?
Mm,
Alva, did you get 2.5 hours?
yes.
I wasn't doing the math on it. I was just looking what you're saying. I didn't do the math.
Yeah, the total bill is the Y.
Yes.
And that bill consists of $48 an hour. That's your rate.
Yes.
X is your hours,
Yes.
plus the parts, 140, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, so we put that in. Let me just put that up here. Okay. So now we've got an equation, and I want you to solve for X. And you first subtract the 140 from both sides, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Subtract 140 from both sides. All right, let's just do that. Okay.
140 is balance 120.
That's right. Very good,
Yes.
Alva. Minus 140. And we do the 140 on the right side. Minus 140. And Alva say we have 120. 120 equals 48x, right? And then what do you do next, Alva? What's the next step?
Okay.
Right.
Subtract that and you
Now I'm right here. 120,
yes, 120 equal
48x, because the plus 140 and minus 140 is 0.
yes.
Chastity, what do I do next?
So I think you have to you're gonna divide or
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it.
yeah.
Divide. What do I divide, Alva?
140 x by 120.
No.
No.
Divide
Divide both sides by what?
you divide both sides
Funny.
By what?
by
140?
I'm solving for x.
okay.
Right, both sides.
By what, Alva?
By 48.
That's
Oh.
right.
Mm-hmm.
48. Okay.
48x. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
No, by 48. So you get x equal 120 divided
Mm-hmm.
by 48.
48. So
Okay,
2.5.
and that's equal to 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, Vanessa. 2.5. So your answer is what?
The answer is
Sure.
Okay, let me go back over here. Okay. C, right? 2.5 is the answer C. So this would be answer
C. Yes.
C.
C.
Okay. All right. So how many hours labor did the mechanic work on the car if a total bill was 260? 2.5 hours. Okay.
Okay.
Questions?
That one was 13.
Mhm.
C.
Okay. Now we have some more that I want you to try. Let's see. We have, I think, let's see, 14. Well, let's do 14,
I
15.
think Alba's getting it more clear than me.
Is it clear now?
Right, Alba?
As you
Well,
do.
I'm just, dear. I'm not a pro. I'm
I
just,
wish.
yeah.
Okay.
Which one you're doing, Miss
All
Barbara?
right. Let's go back. Which one did we just do? 12 or
You
13?
do 13.
13. Okay.
Okay.
Let's do.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Okay.
We did 13 already, Miss Barbara.
Yeah.
Yeah. 14 is a setup.
Oh, okay.
Read number 14, Chastity.
Okay. Which equation shows the number of bottles left after X days? A family buys a case of water with 48 bottles.
Excuse me, I'm not getting 14 on my computer.
It's
We,
on it's on the right side. You may have to scroll over, Alva.
okay, I see 15.
You don't see 14.
No.
You see the
I
answer
wonder
we
why.
had for 13. You saw the
Yes,
answer C.
yes.
Well, right below answer C is 14.
Oh, okay. I'm wondering why it's not coming now. That's strange. Oh, 14. We're doing
Yes,
14 now.
14, right.
Yes, yes,
Now,
okay.
now Chastity, read 14 again.
Which equation shows the number of bottles left after X days? A family buys a case of water with 48 bottles and drinks 5 bottles per day.
Okay. So they started with
Go ahead.
48 and they drank 5 bottles a day, right? For X days. So which equation shows you the number of bottles left, Chastity? What would that be?
Mm,
Starting out with, and if they drinking the water, then it's decreasing, so it has to be a subtraction, right?
Yes.
So
yeah.
Chastity, what would be the answer?
D,
That's it.
40.
Excellent. Right.
Yes.
5 bottles per
Plus
day and
48 days.
X of the
Yes.
days, right?
Yes.
Answer D. Very good.
Yay, so I'm getting there.
Yay for Chastity.
I'm
Excellent.
trying,
Very perfect.
That's
Very
good.
nice.
trying the puzzle.
But you know what happens is the more of these you do, it
Like
becomes
Yes.
this.
easier, right?
Okay,
See,
get
that
it.
just show you that practice makes perfect.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay, Maureen, number 15.
Okay. This equation represents the total cost of repairs by an electrician after X hours. An electrician charges $90 per hour plus a
traveling.
$50 traveling fees. Okay.
I say, okay.
Dollars an hour.
Electrical, 600.
What's the rate, Maureen?
It's $90.
Yeah, there's the rate right there,
Oh, you
$90
want to
an
measure it?
hour. So you know that $90 is
Okay.
going to be in front of an X,
So,
I
right?
know. Yeah.
So what's the answer?
B.
Well,
That's it, B.
yes.
$90 times X
Plus.
hours plus the fixed $50 traveling fee.
Yes.
Okay.
All of them should be like this.
like the 14 maybe.
Okay.
Huh?
Like the one I did.
Okay.
Okay. I want everybody to do number 16. Tell me your answer.
Okay.
16,
The
okay.
drama club sold tickets to play for each. They also made $55 in soda and popcorn sale. The drama club made a total of 290. How many tickets were sold? Okay. 55 in soda.
Now, this is a y equal mx plus b. You got to set it up. We just did
Okay.
one like that.
The drama club sold tickets for $5 each.
This is just like the one we did where, remember I told you the total was the y. Okay.
So I gotta be like
It's like
2.
this one, like number 13. The one we just did, 13. Same format. So somebody tell me how many tickets were sold.
Okay, we're looking for tickets now. The
You want to solve for
55
the number of
subtract
tickets,
from
right?
that is
Okay, there was how much? 290. Okay.
50 minus 35. 35.
Set it up.
B, 58.
No, it's not 58, Maureen. Check your math.
Yes, it's more than that. That's
Okay.
you're gonna
A
subtract.
Drama Club sold tickets at $5 each.
That's your rate.
Yeah.
That goes for your M.
Uh,
All right. The $55 is your B. And the 290 is your Y, the total. Everybody substitute correct?
So you have to subtract the 55 from the 290.
That's right.
It's
Uh,
A.
That's it, Vanessa. It's A. Very
Okay.
good. Did everybody
Yeah.
get A?
Well, I didn't finish it yet, but
Okay.
I know you have to do some subtraction there
Yeah,
first.
290. You're right, Alva. You have to do
Yes.
subtraction. And the rate is at $5 for the
Yes.
place. So that's 5x. And the B is that money from the soda and
yeah.
popcorn.
$55.
That's the
Yeah,
plus
57, yeah.
of 55. Now subtract the 55 from the 290 and divide by 5, and you
Uh-huh.
should get the answer Vanessa got. A.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's very
All right.
good. This is interesting, Miss Barbara.
That, and it makes more sense with the slope. It's not enough just to say difference in y values s, but it's when you see it as the rate of change, a rate, and you see it's a real value, right, in some real world problems. Okay, so we're gonna stop here, and actually there's some more problems, and
You
it's
can send the rest for me to look over.
well, I'll send this to
Yeah, same
everybody.
for 16, yeah.
But there's, I think there are about 6 or 7 more. You could do them. Text me answers. I'll
Are you
text you
gonna
back.
send this to the email?
Yes, I will
Okay.
email you this
All right.
along with the next worksheet, which is number 10, has 15 problems,
Okay.
algebra problems that I want you to try.
You
Okay.
can post that algebra questions for me. Yeah.
What did you say, Maureen?
You can post the algebra ones for me, right?
Well, I'm sending everybody the worksheet.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that's our work we'll be doing during our break.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm sending 2 things, what we went over today and the worksheet.
Uh-huh.
And think I'm mailing it to
Yeah.
Maureen, you need a hard copy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll send you a hard copy of math worksheet number 10. We finished up number 9. And
But
10,
you can send me these ones here that you don't know on the email.
oh, the ones we did today. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you could text me back answers.
Yeah.
Any questions on anything? You did well today.
Yeah.
Everybody participated
Probably everybody.
and it
Good
shows
today,
you really
probably everybody.
understanding the slope intercept formula. Okay. All right. So this was recorded, so it will be on YouTube today, this afternoon. I'll put it on YouTube. Okay. All right. So long, everybody.
Oh, long too.
Mine's here
Barbara,
for 30.
Bye,
Oh,
Miss Barbara.
hello.
Yes, Miss Beckles.
Okay, so Chastity, are you coming to the next session?
Yes.
Did she leave already?
No,
Oh, you're
she's
coming.
here.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Barbara, I was able to get through to Diane through text. It doesn't seem like it will be a problem if we have a session throughout the break
Okay.
because it's related. But she said that she will try and pop in at the 4:30 session this afternoon, later this afternoon.
Okay. All right. Okay. So then our plan is I send you the work, you try it, you send me answers, I check it, I put explanations on YouTube. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So
And that would be as far as when? Like, when should we check the
Well,
YouTube
when you
channel?
oh, the work that I send you, the next worksheet is number 10 for the task math. And I think maybe about 2 weeks, I will give you to get me answers, and then I will put up the results after that.
Oh,
Okay?
Okay.
Because I want you to try it first before I
uh-huh.
tell you the
Mhm.
answers. Because if I put them
Okay.
up now, then you probably won't try the problems. And the thing is for you to try them, and so we can find out what we need to go over. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, Miss Barbara.
All right. So long, everybody.
All right.
Bye.
Have a good
Okay.
weekend.
Yes. Bye bye.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.